Shameful as Wike and Tinubu to petition Femi Falana SAN over support for government Sim Fubara as Sim gains more ground. Hello viewers and welcome to Info Gist TV. The foremost constitutional lawyer Femi Falana said the members of the Rivers State House of Assembly whose seats were declared vacant were inexposed to sound legal advice. Falana stated this in an interview on politics. He said the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) is required by law to conduct elections for the seats of the lawmakers. He said the legislation were not exposed to sound legal advice, that everybody should know that once the Supreme Court has made a pronouncement on a matter in any country, you are bound to comply, and if you are going to take any decision, you must study the judgment critically. Now, just yesterday, 20 legislators who defected from the People's Democratic Party (PDP) to the All Progressive Congress (APC) had their seats declared vacant by the court. That's the law, unless the Supreme Court decides to change it. That is the law in Nigeria today. It is also a good development. It is a good law. It is good and a good interpretation that there should be no political prostitution in the country, because it is tantamount to political immorality if you vote on the platform of a political party and you abandon the party. You are advised to go and try your luck by contesting again under the new political party, he said. We should recall that Rivers State House of Assembly had declared the seats of the 27 members who recently defected from the People's Democratic Party to the All Progressive Congress vacant. The 27 lawmakers loyal to the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Wike, defected from the party recently amid moves to impeach the state governor, Sim Fubara. The affected lawmakers were not present at the sitting where their seats were declared vacant. The four-member assembly, led by factional Speaker Edison Ihe, loyal to the state governor, said the decision to declare the seats vacant was in line with Section 109 Sub 1G and 2 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended. The Speaker, who read the names of the lawmakers affected, called on the Independent National Electoral Commission to conduct fresh elections within the time frame provided by law to fill the positions. Distinguished colleagues, the House will duly inform the Independent National Electoral Commission of the vacancies in the Rivers State House of Assembly and indeed to conduct a fresh elections to fill the above vacancies, he said. Meanwhile, 2 of the 27 defected lawmakers returned to PDP apologized to Fubara. The 2 of the 27 Rivers State House of Assembly lawmakers that decamped to the All Progressive Congress (APC) on Monday have reneged from the defection, while a good number of others are relentlessly lobbying to also return. The information was gathered that the 2 lawmakers who have so far returned and apologized to Governor Similaye Fubara are Tony Adoki and a member representing Port Harcourt constituency 2, and Linda Sumiare Stewart representing Okrika constituency at the State House of Assembly. Confirming the development, the State Commissioner for Information and Communication, Mr. Joseph Johnson, said there are more defected members jostling to return. Johnson noted that The state needs peace and unity to thrive, assuring that the administration of Fubara will continue to take steps that would entrench peace in the state. Observations shows that most of the defected lawmakers were only adhering to directives without adequate knowledge of the implications. Their breakout from the defection may have followed arguments by some lawyers and political analysts in the state that the lawmakers shot themselves in the foot by allegedly allowing themselves to be controlled by a selfish godfather. Some of the lawyers argued that the divisions cited by the lawmakers as their reasons for defection was baseless, stressing that there is no factional chairman in the People's Democratic Party (PDP) or other crisis situation that may have caused their actions. A constitutional lawyer and lecturer at the Rivers State University, Professor Richard Mukocha, said the law recognizes only the 4 lawmakers who remained in PDP as the only legitimate members of the State Assembly. He said there is no party crisis or other valid situations to justify the defection. Mukocha added that the defection has opened a new chapter for the crisis in the state. Nigerians have watched in awe how the political class fight dirty in the Game of Thrones. Except for the cast, the plot is the same from one state to the other. It unusually starts as one big happy family of common interest for all. The godfather shows up with an anointed candidate from the fold, which silences other aspirations. In turn, he gets loyalty and royalties that risk reducing the benefactors to the status of a puppet. Sooner or later, pride, greed, or both creep into the mix to unsettle the subtle criminal enterprise, and the political dynasty is in turmoil. Now, while it is not new in Nigerian democracy, the rise of multiple godfathers and groundswell of internal political conflict across states should be troubling. The rising desperations of godfathers and their so-called wayward beneficiaries is increasingly affecting good governance in most states, as decisions are mostly taken to satisfy the interests of the kingmakers. Today, new state governors are retaining the commissioners and other political appointees who worked with their predecessors turned godfathers. Others take daily briefing from them and even suspend state functions, including cabinet meetings, whenever the godfather comes to town. In the mix, across the board, is a conflict of interest between the general will of the people and that of the ruling elites. In the aftermath of the 2023 election, former governor of Kaduna State, Nasir El-Rufai, emerged as the new political godfather in the state by ensuring that his former aide and preferred candidate Obasani emerged as his successor. The incumbent has since paid back by renaming one of the most popular streets in the Kaduna metropolis, Raba Road, after his godfather. Governor Sani even retained some political appointees who served under El-Rufai's administration. Immediate past governor of Rivers State and the new minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, is another godfather produced in the last general elections. Wike ensured that similar Ifubara succeeded him. The new governor has promised to continue with the leadership style of his godfather and build on his achievements. Wike, who was just announced as minister, said he would not disturb Fubara, but at the same time, he would not allow the governor to let him down. Fubara served under Wike as the Accountant General of Rivers State. In Delta State, the immediate past governor, Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, who was the running mate to the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), also used his influence to ensure Sheriff Oborevwori succeeded him in office, while Chief James Ibori, another godfather, preferred Olusegun David Idibia to succeed Okowa. The immediate past governor had his eyes fixed on the sheriff. The new Delta Hills-man has since pledged to build on the legacy of his godfather. The sheriff Oborevwori also recently gave approval for the naming of the old Lagos-Asaba Road after his immediate benefactor. Okowa is now considered the new political godfather in the state, alongside Chief Ibori, who has been holding sway for about